beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Faithfully. If this is your first time here, you're very welcome, and to my returning subscribers, I would say thank you very much. Thank you. Please, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, like, what are you waiting for? So kindly subscribe, hit the bell like button so you get notified whenever I get to post a new video, and please share this video. This is not a video that you want to watch all by yourself. So guys, on this video I'll be talking about the tier 4 visa. The tier 4 visa is also known as the student visa. Yeah, so just in case you hear someone talking about the tier 4 visa, just know that the person is simply referring to a student visa. It all means the same thing. There are various routes towards coming into the UK, so I'm going to be taking this one step at a time. So this is one of the routes coming into the country to study for masters or postgraduate, however you call it. So guys, I'll be taking you through the steps and also the factors that you need to put into considerations while applying to these universities. There are a lot of things you need to put into consideration, or rather, while coming into the UK, there are a lot of things you need to put into considerations. So as I'm taking you through these steps, I'll also be telling you the factors and the things you need to put into consideration, so when you get here you won't find things difficult. The first thing I want to talk about is getting your international passport. Whatever travel plan you want to embark on, the moment you've decided that okay, you want to travel out of Nigeria to the United Kingdom, the first thing you need to do is to get your international passport. Yes, your international passport, because that's the first identification you will need. Virtually almost everything you're going to be doing during your application process, you'll be asked a means of identification, and mostly is the international passport. Is very important. You need to get it, and that also depends on how soon you intend to travel. So you intend to travel, you should plan ahead of time to get your international passport early. There are states that you get them that will take you months before you get your passport. Some state will take you weeks, some state will take you days. So depending on your location, you just make inquiries and start making moves on getting your international passport. One of the things you need to consider is you should decide and consider which section you want to come through. Do you want to come in the January section, or you want to come in the September section? So whatever section you decide to come, all you need to do is to visit the school website and know when entry is open for these sections, so you start preparing and you start applying towards that. And also guys, as you visit the university website, you need to know a lot of things about the university. When you go to their website, everything about the university is there. Yes, don't let someone tell you stories or things about the university. It's good for you to have information from someone that probably must have been in the university, but the best our advice is for you to go to the website and know everything you need to know about the university. It's always there on their portal, is always there on their website. So try to know as much as possible about the university you want to go. And when you're applying for this university, guys, it's free. You don't pay any amount of money, so all you need to dedicate is your time towards finding important things about the universities. So you can search and go on different universities website as much as possible, so you will see the differences and you will make your comparison towards making the best decision you want for yourself. While you visit the university website, you need to also know where these universities are located. Yes, so you will be able to know the cost of living in those cities where they are located. The cost of living here differs among cities, so you will make decision and you will decide which will suit you best. I mean, you're coming here majorly to study and not to work, so you wouldn't want to stay in a place where there will be much expenses for you to cater for and all. So our advice, you choose a location, or you choose a university that is located in the city where the expenses are not much. While visiting this website, what you need to put into consideration is the course you want to study. First, you check whether the university you're applying offer this course. And secondly, you need to check whether the course is employable. I mean, you really want to come into the university after spending a lot of money, you're done studying, and you won't be able to work with your certificate, or you won't be able to work with the skill you've learned. No, I don't think that makes sense. Everybody wants to study, and at the end of the day wants to put what he or she learned into practice and all. So I advise you select and you choose a course that is employable. Something that is very important for you to put into consideration is the school requirement. Yes, the different universities here have different requirements. Requirements are the things they expect of you to present to the school while applying. So you need to check, okay, what does this university require of me, what does this university require of me. Then you provide all that. If it's something that you can't provide or you do not have, then you check for another university that is probably will suit what you already have. So some of the things they require of you is I'm just going to give you examples. I'm not telling you that is a must. I'm just going to give you instance of some of the things universities require of you when applying. Okay, some require you to get an academic reference from your previous school. Yes, that's where you studied for your BSc and all. Some ask for reference letter and all. So when you're getting that reference letter, I will advise you that they address the letter to whom it may concern. Because I mean, you have a choice to apply to various universities. So if you're applying to all these various universities, you want to also present the letters to them, just in case they ask you to present that. So instead of identifying to just a particular school, why not the letter be addressed to whom it may concern, so you can use it as various universities you intend to apply for. Some university require you to write an IELTS test exams. Yes, so that's for them to to be sure that you are able to relate in English. But I mean, we Nigerians, we know that in our universities we are taught in English and all. There are some universities they don't ask of IELTS, and instead they ask of letter of attestation that you were taught in English, while some ask of WAEC. And your WAEC, in your English, you must have at least C6. You can have A1, B2, B3, B4. But I mean, you cannot present D7 and the likes of that. So it's advisable for you to know what the university require of you. And I think our advice, if you have your WAEC result, our advice, why not go for the university that will ask you for WAEC result or letter of attestation, instead of going through the stress of writing an IELTS. But whichever way, it all depends on your choice and all. If you feel you want to write IELTS to present to them, it's very much okay. Some university require you to present your BSc certificate, your transcript, and also statement of result, while some may require you to present just your BSc certificate and just your statement of result. Some don't ask for transcript, like I said, but in this case I would advise you get all. Get your BSc certificate, get your transcript, get your statement of results. Just have them ready, just in case there might be a university that, okay, you really want to attend this university and all, and they probably ask you of all these three, and maybe they ask of the two. You have them all and you easily present it to them. So whichever way, just try to know the school requirements. It's all on their website and all, what they require of you. You go through them. When you go to the school website, you go to the school portal and all. And guys, application is free. You don't have to pay any money. So why not apply to various universities as much as possible as you can. After doing all of that, you go towards applying. Is there on the website. Everything is there on the website. You follow the steps. I think the first thing you need to do is to sign up, register and all. I think this is a means for them to be able to interact with you whenever they want to send you a message regarding your application and all. You put in your informations, and most importantly your email address. I think that's one of the major means they use in communicating with you, your email. So you need to put your valid email so you'll be able to get information and all. So after signing up, you follow the steps, you apply, you answer the questions and everything you're being asked to fill. And then there's a point you get where you upload your documents, you upload all your documents and you wait for their confirmation and all. So there's a confirmation there. I think there is an automated confirmation you're going to receive. That's to tell you that okay, they're telling you okay, we've seen your application, we accepted to work on it. It's not like your application, you're being accepted as a student yet. No, it's just for you to it's just for them to let you know that okay, we've seen your application and we are going to work on it. While you're making your application, there is something called statement of purpose. After you're done with your application and all, I think that's an essay attached to your application. That statement of purpose simply means, or it's rather an essay convincing the university that you want to come and study here, and telling them why you want to come and study, and also why you want to study that course you choose to study. Yeah, so probably, for instance, you studied a course in the university, and when you're done with your degree program, maybe you worked with a company that doesn't have anything to do with computer science. For instance, you studied computer science during your degree days and all, and probably you worked with a company that has nothing to do with computer science and all, and you found that interesting, and you want to further, you want to consider studying that as your postgraduate studies and all. So you have to convince them in that your statement of purpose that okay, this is what happened, this is what you studied. After studies, you worked with this company and you want to study this, something related to where you worked with and all. So it's just like a convincing essay and all, telling them okay, this is why you want to study the course. And also to put all that, it's also something very important you need to put into consideration if you want to get admitted into the school. After all this process, you receive a conditional offer. As the name entails, a conditional offer letter. This refers to conditions you will need to provide, and probably the fees you will need to pay. Yes. So after meeting all those conditions, there are universities here. Like I said, it all varies and it all depends. There are universities here that will ask you to make your tuition fee payments twice. Some is 3 times. So it all depends on the university. So if you're being asked to make a payment 2 times and all, it will come in that condition letter, and then you will see what the upfront payment you're supposed to make. So after making that payment and meeting other conditions that is in that conditional offer letter, some universities will want to interview you. Yes, some universities want to interview you. So just in case any university that you apply for want to interview, they will inform you also in that conditional offer letter, and then you prepare towards your interview. After meeting the conditions, after your interview, in case you're being asked to be interviewed, then and everything is satisfactory to them, you will receive an unconditional offer letter. Yes, it's just the opposite of the first one. Unconditional offer letter, that is them telling you okay, we've accepted you, and all of that. After that, you receive a CAS, that's certificate of acceptance of study. That's what it means. So with that CAS, you can go ahead to start applying for your visa. Guys, when you get your CAS, I bet you are 80% ahead. You've made progress with about 80%, and then you can proceed toward applying for your visa. While preparing to apply for your visa, there are other documents you will need to present, such as your medicals. That's for tuberculosis test. You will need to do a tuberculosis test. So when you go for your tuberculosis test, if you're normal, you don't have any trace of tuberculosis in your system, you will be given a certificate for that. That certificate is valid for 6 months. So whatever you do, make sure that certificate doesn't expire while you're still in Nigeria, because if it expires you're still in Nigeria, it won't be of use anymore. You will have to do another one. So make sure you don't rush into doing that test. make sure is when you get your cast and you start making your travel plans, then you go for your medicals. And also, it doesn't mean that you should be too late about it, because I think you need to be in the country, you need to be in the country at least a month to when your section is going to commence and all. So whatever you need to do, you need to do it in such a way that you will not be delayed, you understand. And also, I think that medicals is done in just Abuja and Lagos. So in case you're in another state, you know, you might need to travel and all, so you need to balance it and know how to make the decision that will suit you best. Another thing you need to provide is proof of fund. Proof of fund is simply the cost of living in the city where you'll be studying all through your duration of studies. Yes, so and that money needs to be in your account for at least a month. And also, the money should not be in a dormant account. It should be in a transactional account where you make credits, you make debit and all, just for them to make sure that you have access to that money. So now there's a way a proof of fund is calculated. That's why I said choosing where you're going to study is a very important factor you need to put into consideration. For example, if where you'll be studying, the university is located in a city, in a particular city, so they will inform you of the cost of living of that city. For example, your tuition fee is £6, and you made a payment, an upfront payment of £2. You know, you're left with £4 to pay when you get here, and the cost of living of that city is maybe, let's say, £5. So now you're left with £4 plus £5, that's £9. So you're going to calculate that now, £9 in naira equivalent. That's the amount of money that should be in your account. So choose wisely. When you're making a decision to come into the UK to study, choose a university that is in a city where the cost of living is not high. Like I said earlier, you're just a student and you're not coming here basically to work, so why come to spend a lot of money? The next thing you will need to do, I think, is to print your statement. After printing your statement, you pay for IHS, Immigration Health Surcharge. After making that payment, you apply for your visa. You'll be booked for an appointment to come submit your documents and do your biometrics. After which you wait for the DMC, that's the decision making center, to decide on your visa application, which we all hope is going to come out positively. Basically, those are the steps you need to go through and you need to put into consideration when applying into any university in the United Kingdom. Guys, all what I've said here is not against any legal advice. Like I said from the beginning of this channel is all about giving you tips and information towards migrating from Nigeria to the United Kingdom. I didn't come through this route. I just know someone who came through here. I did my own research and I put things together just to keep you guys informed. There are different routes of coming into the United Kingdom. This is one of the routes which I intend to talk about them one after the other. So just in case I missed anything, guys, like I said, you can go on your own and make your own research, do your own findings, make sure you get all the information possible before applying, so you won't do things amiss and you won't get confused along the way. So on this note, I want to say thank you guys for watching. If you're still yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't waste any time. Subscribe, hit the bell like button so that you get notified whenever I get to post another video. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.